Hi, welcome to yet another interesting episode of the Tom Thinking series. My name is Thomas Malunda. Today is quite a special day, besides being my birthday. Oh yeah, 4th May, my birthday. So today, it's exactly 1 year ever since we started recording this Tom Thinking series. And it's really impressive to see the amount of feedback I've gotten through these 12 months from something that started as an idea. And I ran to my buddy who is behind this camera, told him about the idea. He told me, yeah, I think we can do it. So 4th May last year we rolled out. So I would like to speak to you watching me drawing from this whole point of me starting with an idea, thinking through it, and then finding somebody who resonated with it, and then we brought it to form. Many of you guys looking at me have gotten numerous ideas that would have been life-changing for you. It could be, in terms of speaking, it could be in terms of starting a business, it could be in terms of, starting writing. You can think about whatever thing that you always think about but usually procrastinate. The funny thing about getting these ideas and then pushing them forward is that eventually you are gonna come across a person who is doing exactly what you wanted to do. And you're gonna be surprised. You'll be like, hey, I wanted to do this thing, but he is doing my dream. I was listening to some speech by one of the guys I admire, Vuzite Mbakwayo. He's actually this dude here. I always want to look at him each morning because there is a way he lifts my spirit. Me looking at him, I feel like, damn, you gotta get back on track. So he was giving a speech, somewhere in South Africa. And he said that if at all you get an idea in your mind and choose not to implement it, the Almighty God is gonna give that same idea to somebody else. So God will give you, because He's given you whatever you need to bring this idea to form. But if you choose not to, God still wants this idea to come through, so He's gonna give it to somebody else. So that's why you find that if you choose not to do something, somebody else is gonna do it, and then you're gonna find that person, or you're gonna find this thing, probably a business, a company, anything you can think about. You'll find it running, and then you'll begin thinking that, hey, this dude is living my dream. But no, it's not it's no longer your dream, it's that person's dream. You just did take action. Another interesting thing that I've come to learn about, which I want to pass to you, is from my last week. I was in a training by the Street Business School, and these guys impart into rural communities. They just enable these guys to change their lives. So they have a curriculum through which they take the rural communities, and then the communities are empowered to change their own lives. So there is a lady who gave a testimony from, in which she talks about the fact that she started with zero. Like, she made a drastic change from stinking poverty to success. And the only thing that she needed was herself, to begin believing in herself, to look around herself to see the resources that she got, and then begin taking action. What reason do you have for being left behind? What reason do you have for being broke? What reason do you have for being in poverty? Usually the first thing we give when we are asked why we ain't performing well or doing well is, I don't have money. But who said money is the first thing? If I gave you money and you do not have a plan in your head, you're gonna lose the money. There is a common saying that is usually put across by different financial, coaches, that if at all the money in the world was gotten and distributed equally amongst each and everybody, within a short period, that money is gonna be back to the original owners. Do you know why? Because the original owners know how to spend their money. Like, they have a plan for spending that money. But if you just get money, and I'm saying this because many of you looking at me think that what you need to change your life is money, which is not true. So you could be wondering, okay, if it's not money, then what is it? Great, you asked that. You need to look into what you got. Just like the lady I've spoken about, who transformed her life from poverty to success. You know, she looked around her environment, she noticed that she could sell offers, and she started with that. And of course, she noticed that she could, do laundry, cook food. Gradually, she began progressing. So you could be having skills. Maybe it is picking, maybe it is with, graphics. That's where you need to begin from. And as Jim Collins highlights in his book, Good to Great, you need to be able to put all of these things that you are passionate about on one side. And then from those, select those that you can be the best at. And then from that, identify those that can pay well. So a combination of these three things, what you're passionate about, what you're good at, and hence what you can be the best at, and what pays well, forms what is called a hedgehog concept, as described in his book. So my message to you is that stop saying that the reason that's why you're not moving, the reason that's why you're not transforming your life is money, because that's not true. If I didn't start this Tom thinking, I wouldn't have met some people. I can tell you honestly, whenever I put these things out, these series out, people reach out to me, and I'm meeting people. Because of these meetings, I'm tapping into other opportunities. So if at all I had just thought about it, I'm like, I can do this, and then I didn't implement, I wouldn't be knowing some of these people. So just like I had this idea, found somebody with whom we could work together, because sometimes probably you need someone who believes in the same vision you got. So identify those people, begin working, move forward. Before you know it, money will begin following you. I hope that you found this episode insightful. As I celebrate my birthday, it will bring me lots of joy to learn that you have taken a decision to stop lamenting, to stop blaming the economy, to stop blaming the government, the rain, the sunshine, but rather you've looked around you, looked at the skills you got, the knowledge you got, the networks you got, and put them together for the benefit of you taking action. So when you do that, at least I'll know that what I've spent a full year doing has contributed towards making this world a better place. Until next time, may the good Lord bless you.